Same way, we have addition assignment operator plus equals to means if you use a plus equals to b means a is equal to a plus b. Okay, just simplification. Instead of writing a is equal to a plus b, by using this operator, addition assignment operator, you can write like this. Okay, same subtraction assignment, multiplication assignment, division assignment, modulus assignment. Okay, actually in the last class, we stopped at relational operators only, right? I think so. Relational operators are used to check the relation between the two operands. For example, two variables are two numbers are there. Suppose a is there, b is there. I'm going to check some relation between those two variables. Okay, whether both are equal. Okay, this is the equals to operator. If both a and b are equal, then you will get true as the output. Okay, or else it will give false. Okay, the same way not equals to check the condition. If both the variables are not equals to, then you can go for this operator, not equals to operator. Okay, then greater than operator, less than operator, greater than or equals to operator, less than or equals to operator. Okay, see programmatically we will see once how these operators will work. Okay, if you observe in the example 3 equals to 5, here you are saying both the values are equal, but uh, this 3 value is not equals to 5, right? That's why it is giving false. Okay, just I will show one example related to this assignment operators. Consider this is the one sample program. I'm going to like explain that assignment operators. This is assignment operators, but this thing is relational operator, right? These are the relational operators. Okay, this one. Consider one boolean variable I have taken here. Result is one variable. This is of type boolean type. What this variable can store? While discussing data types, I explained either it will store 0 or 1. Okay, either true or false. If it is the false, it will store 0. If it is true, it will store 1. Okay, see, consider here I am just checking 3 equals to 5. Means this condition is false, right? Just 3 value is not equals to 5. This condition I'm checking, this condition is true, but I'm just comparing these two variables, but internally this 3 is not equals to 5, right? Then it will give false. False means 0 will be stored within this result. I'm just printing here, 0 will be printed in the output. Okay, in the same way, not equals to operator I'm using. Okay, 3 not equals to 5 means condition true, right? True means it will store 1 in the result variable. Okay, if I print here result, it will print the 1 as the output. In the same way, 3 less than 5, this condition true, it will print 1 in the output. Okay, like this you will use these relational operators. Okay, suppose just I will show this output of this program, how it will work. See, 0 is printed, 1 is printed, and 1 is printed. Okay, in the same way, like if it is a assignment operator, assignment of how you will use assignment operator here, it is, see, the right side value. Here I have three variables, right? One is a, b, and temp is one more variable. Okay, see, whatever the value which I have right side, this value I'm directly assigning to a. Means this 2 is stored in a, the same way 7 is stored in b. Okay, again if you observe here, value of a I'm just assigning to temp variable. Okay, present in a we have 2, the 2 is stored in temp. If I print temp variable here, what is the output here? I will get 2, right? Because the value of a I am just assigning to temp variable. Okay, present in temp, it will print 2 in the output. Again I'm using like multiplication assignment operator. Okay, instead just I will go for addition assignment. Okay, see, what does this mean? This one. A plus equals to B means A is equal to A plus B, right? Okay. How it will work? See, initially A value is 2 and B value is 7. Both will be added here. Then it will assign the entire value is assigned to A, left side variable. Okay. Then A will become 7 plus 2, 9. Here you will get the output as 9. Okay. Just have printed A here, right? Here you will get output as 9. Okay. Just here what I am trying to do, addition assignment operator. A plus C equals to B means this one, A is equal to A plus B. First the value will be calculated here, then the final result will be assigned to variable A. Okay, just save this program, try to execute it. Now you are able to see temp value is stored to and A value it is changed to 9 because I used A plus equals to B means A is equal to A plus B. It is just added two numbers A plus A value and B value and the resultant value is stored in A. Okay, clear this one related to assignment operator. Okay, then we have all these operators you can use on those like variables. Okay, if you want to check the condition these condition, any condition you can check on those variables. Okay, this is about the relational operator. Then logical operators. Coming to logical operators, okay, like how these logical operators will work. Okay, these logical operators will perform on expressions. Okay, expressions, but we have three operators here: and operator, or operator, and not operator. All these operators, okay, will follow the like logical. Here, for example, if I use this and operator, okay, it will check the conditions expression 1 and expression 2. Okay, it will perform on expressions. Okay, whatever the logical operators we have, these will perform on expressions. Okay, see, internally it will follows the logical and truth table. Okay, logical and truth table. See, just observe this truth table. Already you know this truth table, right? For example, if you consider and operator, okay, both the expression 1 sometimes true or sometimes false, expression 2 is true. Okay, sometimes both are true. Okay, sometimes first one is true, second one is false. Okay, sometimes both are false, right? Then how you will get the output? Okay, internally it will follows the logical and truth table, or logical and truth table looks like this. I think you have learned in some other DLD or some other subject these truth tables. Okay, in mathematics also it will come. Okay, suppose if it is a logical and, okay, if both are true, then you will get the final output is true, otherwise it will give false as the output. In the same way, or operator. Okay, or operator, both are false, both are false, it will give, it will become false, otherwise it will true. Okay, if anyone is true, any one expression is true, then it will become true. Okay, if both are false, then only it will become false. Just remember this truth table. And also not operator also. For example, expression is false, output you will get as true. Okay, expression is true, output you will get as false. Not means negation. If it is true, then you will get false. If it is false, then you will get true. Okay, like that. These operators will perform on expressions. Okay, see all the logical operators. If it is AND operator, it will follows the truth table of logical AND. Okay, just remember this point: true only if all the operands are true. Okay, both are true, then only you will get true, otherwise false. Here in this case, anyone is true, you will get true, otherwise false. Means both are false, you will get false is the output. Okay. In not operator, it will perform the logical not. If the expression is true, you will get false. Okay. If the expression is false, you will get true. Okay. This you need to follow. Okay. Just observe here. If you observe this program, you will get some idea. Okay. See, here I have result is one boolean variable to store either true or false. Okay. Here you can see 3 not equals to 5 means condition true, and 3 less than 5 both are true. Finally you will get true. Okay. You will get the output as true. If you observe this second statement, 3 equals to 5, this condition false, right? Means this one is the 0. Okay. 3 equals to 5 means this condition is false. Okay. 3 less than 5, this is true. Okay. But one is false, one is true, you will get the false as the output. Both are the true, then only you will get true in AND case. Okay. If you observe this OR case, OR means any one is true, you will get true. Okay. 3 not equals to 5, if you observe here, this is the true and this is also true, then you will get true. Any one is true, you will get the true. Okay. Here also 3 not equals to 5, this is the true. 3 greater than 5, this condition is false. Okay. Then if anyone is true also, you will get the true as the output. Okay. Both are false, then only you will get false in our case. Okay. In our case, both are. Here you can observe this is the false and this is the false. Finally you got the result as false. Okay. See, not case also. For example, 5 equals to 2 in within the parenthesis, 5 equals to 2 is there. Inside this is the false, but I'm using not is by my operator. Okay. The total false case is become true now. Okay. In the same way, 5 equals to 5 is true in inside, but I'm using not because it is giving false is my output. Okay. In this way you can use these logical operators. Okay. Logical operators are used to check these logical operators are performed on expressions. Okay. On two expression or single expression. Okay. Based on internally it will, tell me. Tell me.
Here 5 equals to 2 is no, sir. That once explained. Last second, sir.
This one only, right? You are asking this one, I think, right?
That
Okay. Observe. Here I have used not operator. Not operator means, for example, condition is true, you will get the output as false. Okay. Whatever the expression you have used, if it is true, you will get the output as false. If the condition is false, you will get the output as true. Okay. See, if you observe in within the parenthesis, okay, before after not operator, 5 equals to 2, this condition true or false? Inside this one is a false, right? If it is a false, if you are negating that. Negation means you are opposite to this one. If you are using not operator means, if inside, if it is false means you will get the true. Okay. Here also 5 equals to 5, this condition true, inside is true means 1, but you are using this not operator means opposite to this one means 0. 0 means false, right?
yes, sir.
That thing only. Okay. If the condition, just check the condition first. If the condition true, you will get output as false. Condition true, you will get the output as true. Okay, opposite only. Okay, this is about logical. Then bitwise operators. Okay, bitwise operators will perform some in different way. Actually, it is also follows the same AND operator and OR operators. Okay, but these operators will perform on individual bits. Okay, see here also we have AND, single AND. Previous case two ANDs, right? Double AND. Yeah, this is the double AND, logical AND. This is the logical AND. Okay, see this is also AND operator only, but single one. Okay, this you can call it as like binary AND. Okay, AND operator. This is also OR operator. This is the binary XOR operator. Okay, this is the complement operator. Okay, left shift operator and right shift operator. Okay, but these operators will perform on individual bits. Individual bits means, for example, consider here I'm just considering 5 and just 5 and single and some 6 I'm taking. Okay, 5 and 6, this thing I'm going to perform. Okay, how it will internally work? Internally it will perform on it will perform AND operation, but it will perform on individual bits. Okay, how it will work? First, this 5 will be converted into binary. Okay, binary form, and 6 also converted into binary form. Then it will perform AND operation on those two binary numbers. Okay, actually this 5, how you can represent this 5 in a binary number? Are you remember this code 8421 code sequence to represent binary numbers? Generally we use this code. Okay, see how you can represent this 5. To get 5, just place in place of 4 1 and in place of 1 1. Okay, it will become 5 now. Remaining places zeros. Okay, 0 1 0 1 is the binary format of 5. In the same way, how you can represent 6? Just in place of 4 1, in place of 2 1. 4 plus 2 6, right? Remaining places 0. Okay, then after converting this into binary, it will perform this logical AND operation. Same truth table, both are true, you will get the true. Okay, for example, if you observe 1 0 is there. Okay, both are not true, right? You will get the false here. Here also you will get the false. Here you can see both are true. Both are true means you will get the true is the output. Both are false also, false. Okay, what is this value? 0 1 0 0. You can see here, in place of 4 I have 1 means 4, remaining places 0 means finally this value is 4. Okay, like this these bitwise operators will perform. Okay, whatever the operation you are doing, first the values are converted into bits binary format first, then it will perform a logical AND and OR XOR any operation. Remaining things are there right here. All these are after converting into the binary only, it will perform these operators. Okay, just I will show one output for this one. Okay, then you will get some clear idea here. If I use 5 and 6, you are getting 4 as the output, right? Okay, let's see one example. See here, just I have taken one integer value, integer variable here. Okay, see I'm going to perform 5 and 6, 5 and 6. Okay, if I use 5 and 6, okay, what is the output we are getting there? 4, right? Let's see whether we will get 4 or not. See, you got the 4 only, right? Like that, internally, this bitwise operators perform on individual bits. For example, if I use OR operator here, okay, this is the OR operator. 5 or 6 means what is the output we will get? We got 7 here. Okay, how it will become 7? First, this 5 is converted into binary. Okay, like 0 1 0 1. Okay, then 6 also converted into binary. How you will represent 6? 1 1 0. Okay, this is the 6, right? Then it will perform this OR operation, logical OR operation. OR operation means if anyone is true, we will get the output as true, right? This is one, this is one, this is also one. Both are false, you will get the output as false. Okay, 0 triple 1 means here 4 is there, 2 is there, 1 is there. If you add these 3, you will get 7, right? The same output we got in our program also. Okay, in this way, like bitwise operators will perform on individual bits. Okay, I will explain one more operator here. Okay, these also same XOR operator. Just remember that XOR truth table or one's complement truth table. Okay, then to just if you observe here, binary left shift and right shift. Okay, see how this is also same. Like it will perform on individual bits only, but it will shift the like bits into left position and right position. Okay, suppose how you will write this left shift. For example, 5 left shift 2. Okay, this means this 5 value you need to represent in binary, then you need to shift 2 positions left. Okay, this means you first you just convert this 5 to a binary, then you need to shift those bits 2 positions left. Okay, see 0 1 0 1 is the binary representation of this 5, right? Then I need to shift these bits 2 positions left, means okay it has to move this way. Okay, means in those 2 positions you will get, it will add 2 zeros. Just I'm shifting the bits to 2 positions left. Now this value become change now. Okay, this is the 1 2, this is the 4, this is the 8. Okay, this is the 16. Now double the value only 16, and this one is the 32. Okay, how then calculate the value now. Okay, in 16 position 1 is there, means 16, and 4th position also 1 is there. Okay, 16 plus 4, finally you will get 20 is the output. Okay, binary left shift means just you are specifying here how many bits you need to shift the bits. Okay, here just I have shifted 2 positions left. The same way right shift also. Okay, in the right shift case, if I use 5 right shift 2 means you need to like move the bits 2 positions right now. Okay, 5 is 0 1 0 1, right? I need to move 2 positions right side. Okay, 2 positions right side means these two we will lose. Okay, now the value become this one only, 0 0 0 1. This is the actual value now, means this is the 1. Okay, in this way this binary left shift and right shift will work. Okay, see just I will show that output. Okay, suppose that here I'm going to use 5 left shift 2. Okay, I'm printing the output here. What is the output we will get? In the previous case we got 20, right? Whether we will get 20 or not. Now you can observe in the output you got 20 only. Okay, in the same way, instead of like left shift, go for right shift. Okay, the 5 value is converted into binary first. It will move the bits 2 positions right, means last 2 digits we lose, remaining value become 1. Okay, hope it will we will get the output as 1. Okay, now you can see our output also we got 1 only. Okay, clear here how the these left shift and right shifts are working on bits.
Yes, sir.
Just simple, we are specifying that how many bits you need to move either left or right. Okay, if you are moving to left means the value become like high. Five we have 5, but if we move like bits to left side means the value become a larger value. Okay, if you are moving right side means the value becomes small. Okay, that you need to remember. This is about bitwise operators. Okay, then we have some other operators also there. Before that, while executing any expression we need to follow some like precedency. What is this precedency? Just I will write one statement here. Okay, you can just observe. Just tell me the what is the output we will get. Okay, some 5. Can anyone tell me this output of this expression? Calculate the value and tell me the output. This equals to
55.
55. One answer is 55. Any other answers? Any other answers? What is that expression? I forgot that one. 3 plus 5, right? 3 plus 5.
Sir, 5 plus 6 into 7 plus 3 plus 5.
5 plus 6 into 7
7
plus
plus 3 plus 5.
3 plus 5. Okay, we will get like same 55 only. How you will get? Okay, see, someone said 55, that is right answer. Okay, how you will get? You will follow some rule, right? You need to follow while performing expressions. So while calculating these statements, you need to follow some rules, right? We have some BODMAS tool rule is there. Okay, which operator we need to perform first and which operator we need to perform next. Okay, actually by using BODMAS rule, you need to calculate this value first, right? Okay, this value, it will become 42. Okay, then uh, before that this value is calculated first. Okay, within the parenthesis whatever the value is there, that is calculated first. Okay, after this uh, after this brackets it will go look for this star, means multiplication. Okay, this value is added into this value. Okay, then again it will entire value is added into this 5. Finally you will get this 55. Okay, so in the same way this is mathematics. Okay, in the same way while performing some expressions, while executing any expression. Okay, in that expression we have different operators we are going to use. Some plus operator, multiplication, you may have some equals to operator. Okay, you may have some increment operator. Okay, this parenthesis also you will see in that expression. Okay, but programmatically how this expression will execute, how you can expand your output in your program. Okay, for that we need to follow some precedency of the operator. Precedency means which statement has to execute first, which statement has to execute next, that will tell by the precedency of the operators. Okay, if you observe here in C++, just like other programming language, in C++ also we will follow this sequence. Okay, actually this bracket, this parenthesis will execute first. Okay, then this bracket. Okay, this is the arrow in pointers. We'll see this one, and increment and decrement operator, then unary operators, then multiplicative operators. Okay, into, division, modulus. Okay, these also first this one will be executed first, then second this one, like that, left to right. Here you can see associativity. Okay, how to execute if you see all the operators in a single expression. Okay, then these operators, addition and subtraction. Okay, shift operators. Okay, left shift and right shift. Okay, left shift and equals to. Okay, less than or equals to, greater than or equals to. Okay, in this way, this is also left to right. For example, in a single expression you have these many. Can anyone take one screenshot? Just I need the total number of participants list. Okay, just take one screenshot from your side. Okay, then equal, if you are seeing all the relational operator in a single statement, then which statement has to execute first? Okay? That will tell this as left to right. Okay, first it will execute this one, then less than or equals to, then greater than or equals to. Okay, the same way all the operators, and operator, then after these, and operator, XOR operator. Okay, OR operator. Okay, in this way, while executing any expression, we need to follow this precedence. Okay, if you give that expression to the compiler will give the exact answer only, but by seeing that program, you cannot expect that output, right? Okay, you need to remember for that you need to remember this precedence. Okay, clear? Just I will share this document. Just go through this precedency once. Okay, which statement is going to execute that. Okay, this is about this operator precedency. We have some other operators also available in C++. What are those? Just observe here. But